Oh, their chat. Sorry, I don't know if y'all hear the music, but if you didn't, sorry about that. Apparently, no music for the intro. And yeah, so chat, this is the final stream on Erin, which sadly, this is a very short type of coverage on Erin. We could have went live every day, but I had plans to change that. Who's in chat? We got Rock and Super Legend plays Roblox. Alright. Y'all, welcome to the stream. If you want to join, the link is down below in the description. Whatever you so yeah. Super Legend said he's under Flood Watch, which I see. Hmm. The screen stop sharing? Okay. Alrighty. Weather-wise, yes, Super Legends, we know that. We actually talked about that on our other stream. That's continuing to 7 o'clock, the next 2 hours. Sorry, it's going to continue to 7 o'clock and stuff like that. And yeah. And if we look over here at Erin, this is the final time we look at it because Erin becomes a post-tropical, and they mention this is the last advisory. So after the next advisory, there will be no more Erin. So yeah. And plus, I don't even think Erin hit anything. So if Erin did hit something, the name is retired. But for now, don't think it did, so it's not. Alrighty. I just realized this is going to be our first Cat 2 potential hurricane, a post tropical storm. And this is actually the first time I see something like that. It's insanely crazy. And you got one advisory up in Alaska, stuff like that. So literally, it's going to be a Category 2 hurricane, week down, and yeah. Look at the wind ratio. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I know this is going to be a hurricane for the next several days. The last time I'll be a hurricane will be on the 25th, so the next 3 days, yeah. Alright, Rock. Matty. Tropical storm warnings continue for the next 5 to 6 hours. Gale warnings is in effect from the National Hurricane Center for far off waters, including areas in the tropical storm warning in the next 11 hours. We got gale warnings actually being issued by Invest 99L area, so yeah. Um, don't see anything that can say tropical storm conditions, but gale conditions are possible Sunday evening, so yeah. So that's probably when the tropical system will form, so yeah. And then down here, the disturbance we talked about was 40-50 on our last stream. Now it's 30 to 40%. And then you got the disturbance over here in the Pacific, which looks like a Somehow going to make a jump scare turn to California, which will not. Temp now is 1060s, yeah. Chance for developments, yeah. Same thing over here. Well, tropical disturbance is not the same chance for the formation, but it's still the same. So fly over here to California, you got a special air statement over here for peace out sail only. I mean, you can get some thunderstorms there because you got all that, all this. It's hot. This cord is insane right now. So chat, we're going to be live for an hour. Again, this is the final stream of Erin. So by the time the next stream comes, it'll be for definitely not going to pronounce this name right for our next system for 99L Invest 99L. So yeah, just letting y'all know that one. I may do a stream today. Today's on my other channel. All right, say so. All right, let's check on our spaghetti models on Erin, which actually we did saw some of them saying Cat 2 trying to form again, and they're absolutely not wrong. So yeah, I won't be surprised if we see a major hurricane, post-major hurricane on this. That'll be crazy. Movement is now east-northeast at 33 miles an hour, which that's insanely fast. That's freaking crazy. Bro, the GRPS was literally right, showing it it's going to go down a bit, 64 knots, then it's going to go back up to a Cat 2 before initially going down. But not, it's only going to be a Cat 2 for once, and then it's just going to go back down. So yeah, but other models showing a Cat 1 tropical storm depression. So yeah. Well, mainly tropical storm, not depression. So yeah. I'll show you all it. So, this is what we're looking at. Now, almost a Cat 3 strength. How rare could it be if we see it post major hurricane? Don't know. So wind ratio is 100, 90, 110, 110. Yeah. 99L invest. Or 98L invest. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Here's what they're showing. Most of them are showing that it's tropical depression. A few of them are actually showing a tropical storm with one model, which is the DSHP, skyrocketing up to about category 1 strength. So stuff like that, yeah. Invest 90L. Just take a look what you can expect a potential chance. Most models showing that going to be a tropical depression to a tropical storm for now. Stuff like that. But we got a couple models, including again the DSHP, showing that freaking tropical storm to a Cat 1 hurricane. But we have another model, which is, I believe, hold up. Which model is that? You can clearly see it's going depression, instant tropical storm within 12 hours. And then it's going to continue climbing to Cat 1 strength. Then we can see a potential low in Cat 2 before initially going all the way back down to a tropical storm. Because it probably may landfall at that point. Or entering cooler waters, stuff like that. It's probably HWF5, I think. So yeah. And also, I'm not sure my screen. This one's done. I can click it. Most of them are showing that landfall is possible, which is near close, stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah, that's what we're seeing on our spaghetti models on other systems right now. That was my ears. We had two mesoscale discussions, one in East Central Nebraska and far southeast South Dakota and western Iowa. So, yeah. A strong to severe storm or two may emerge later on this afternoon to early evening across this area where the mesoscale is. Due to the marginal risk, watch is currently 5% unlikely. And we also got another one, but it's up to 20%. And it stretches from Pueblo to north areas of Colorado. Denver, Colorado, the Front Range, and stuff like that. Isolated marginal hail or strong gusts may occur, increase in storm coverage. Forecasts after about 21 Zulu, with storms moving east southeast off of high terrain. So yeah, and again, localized marginal hail and gusts is possible. So yeah, watching the wind advisories being issued, stuff like that. Yeah. Just looking at some of the gale warnings that's in effect for areas to the west of Alaska. None of them are showing. Um, uh, None of them are showing any snow in the forecast and stuff like that. So, here's one. Here's one of the radars. We're starting to see. Well, we've been seeing the outer ring bands of Erin, previously known as Hurricane Erin, now known as a tropical storm, post-tropical Erin. Now all the bands are moving eastwards out. So yeah, out of the area. And then we got this one also showing the same bands, right? Yep, showing the same bands. Going to be moving east, but soon northeast. So yeah. We got other radars, including this Ireland radar that might not load. No, it does, but haven't been updated in a while. So and chat that right there, bit of velocity from Erin. Then we got the CC. Don't know. There's coalition. What we see it. Does not know how to pronounce that. Unfortunately, so I call it the CC radar. Currently seeing that there. Let's check over here. This has a better view of Erin. Very good. Velocities. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. But look at this. I wonder what the estimating winds, or just by looking at yeah. Let's also note that this is oops, this is very close to Canada, which is St. John's area. Just with tropical storm force winds, yeah. Where we're looking at right now, over here, 5 to 10% chance of seeing that. And then same thing over here in Southwest Nova Scotia, Canada, something like that. I don't know. And again, these type of winds are going to continue moving to the northeast, well, east basically. But if you want to say northeast, then yeah, tropical storm force winds is likely. It's always, yeah, there we go. That's what on their tropical storm force winds from southwest to northeast Ireland, west Scotland. You can actually start seeing the force winds as it starts tracking to the east as soon as it makes that loop. I think I think portions of northern UK can actually feel this type of winds. So yeah, only tropical storm force winds are possible within this area. So yeah, don't know sadly when it gets close. When it gets closer, sadly we won't know. This radar site actually has a bit of the winds being at 50 knots, stuff like that. Hurricane force winds is intimate. Well, literally likely. We're literally watching it right now. 90%. This is what it's showing, although it shows a Cat 2 here. It's not expected to be one, but don't know. Chat looks dead, and like usual, stuff like that. Let's talk about Miami over here. You got a marine weather statement marks about threat is possible. Doesn't show it, but if you're either on or off the coast of Miami, just be aware that strong thunderstorms right now um, will be moving into the waters. Going to move the areas in this area. Also moving southeast. Don't see any robot. They do say that water spots is possible. So yeah. So cannot be wrong with that. All right. These freaking vehicles out. These freaking vehicles got so goddamn loud, bro. You ever went out those windows? Freaking really loud. Let's check the velocities. More almost more intimate. Something up here. Yeah, watch. Very weak. Now I'm basically just yeah. Miami airport radar is all the way far away from the actual airport in Miami. Two of them actually. And basically the other Miami airport is the TMB airport. And yeah, including University of Miami. Hurricane statement also in effect for areas along the shores of Miami. Stuff like that. Alright, I'm just looking over here at the radar. Looking here. Not a hook. Because as you look, nothing's on the freaking radar. This is what we're seeing. Holy moly. As far as the Bahamas, northern Bahamas, including all these showers, probably going to be moving east, whatever direction. Then you got showers down here in Cuba, just maybe hours. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Chat, there's really nothing to give y'all information. Marginal risk in Far East California, another stretching from central Wyoming all the way through portions of the Midwest to portions of the U.S. Canadian border on Great Lakes. It's basically all of all of Michigan in that risk. And then tomorrow to tornado alley, you're going to be seeing y'all, including areas from the northeast, including the Great Lakes and all of Florida. You're also going to be seeing that. So, yeah. Storms today's and tomorrow in Florida, and also next few days. Hey, and we're going to see this general thunderstorm range from the Mexican all the way up to the northeast to the U.S. Canada. We got one stretching from the Mexican border all the way to the Canadian border. So that's kind of cool to know. And then we got another one over here in the west. And also go from Mexican border to South Montana or far south Wyoming. And then, as you see, we got a marginal risk for areas in West Kansas, Northeast Colorado, and just on the border to Wyoming and portions of probably far southwest Panhandle, Nebraska. Yeah. Don't know, but right now all probabilities tornado severe is 5%. So yeah. Let's take a look at the fire risk. So we got a lot of red flag warnings, and if not, watches being upgraded to warnings. Then we got another one in the west, and then we got another one from Boston all the way up to the Canadian border. Holy moly! Then we got one over here, including Pinesville, Bend, Oregon, Washington, actually. I'm gonna turn off the thing. I can't. Yeah, South Washington. Yeah. Tomorrow, what the hell? Tomorrow, nothing. So you're gonna be fine. Dry thunderstorms. Ooh, today. Seriously, I gotta turn this off. Today, and one out to dry thunderstorms going from central deserts of California to southwest Wyoming, with the other going south California near San Diego and Los Angeles City, Los Angeles, and another one in Nevada, West Utah, and around Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe, down portions of South Florida, as you see. The excessive rainfall, we gotta talk about that. We got a lot of flash flood warnings here there in South Carolina and stuff like that. Marginal risk for excessive rain to Carolinas. Also have another one for portions of Southeast California, Arizona, New Mexico, Las Vegas, South Utah, portions of Colorado, Northwest Kansas, Southwest, including portions of the Panhandle, Nebraska, and Southeast Wyoming, including Cheyenne. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And you got that slight risk South Carolina. Crazy how you say South Carolina twice. Well, say South twice. Yeah. Now we got same thing for marginal over here, extended north, basically, and then we got also the same thing like that, but this all of their marginal risks extended portions of northwest, and then added a slight risk for North New Mexico and south to central Colorado, and then the slight risk over here been extended down into Florida State. So now people in Jacksonville down south to the areas far north of Tampa, you're under that slight risk now. Same as people in Southwest Virginia, Southeast Kentucky, and portions of West Virginia, you got that marginal risk. And day three, let's talk about day three. We got that marginal risk for excessive rain, just like a noodle, stretching all the way from North Atlantic or North Georgia to Southwest Vermont. So you're going to see some rain. Remnants of the system over here. It's going to cause some excessive rain again. So face two marginal risks, one in Florida, which is southeast Georgia, and another in North Carolina. Then over here, if you look to the west, we got that marginal risk for excessive rain. We got a slight risk as well for North Arizona, South Utah, and another one for portions of far north New Mexico, southeast Colorado to western to central Kansas. And if we go up to day 4 and 5, it's going to just be the same thing basically almost, with the slight risk being both marginal and slight risk being extended as far as Arctica. You got the little lock under the marginal and West Arctica under the slight. So basically stretching from Denver all the way to West Arctica. And then people in the Northeast, mainly New England, this includes Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, including Northeast New York, you got that marginal risk for excessive rain. Last but not 5, we got risk for excessive rain for again the west to Midwest, including portions of West Mississippi, just stretching from Lake Tahoe. And we got that slight risk for excessive rainfall, and stretching from southeast New Mexico all the way to south central Colorado. Stuff like that. What's our today's risk again? Don't know why we have this, but we have a meso precipitation discussion. Flash flooding is possible in the area. So, yeah. Well, New Jersey microwave team, I guess you can probably say. Welcome in the stream. We're going to talk about the temperature updates now, again. So, yeah. Oh, this is updated. So now we got the new outlook for the temperatures. 60% chance to be below for stretching from near Dodge City all the way to the East Coast. They got that 70% chance to be above average for Northeast Washington, Northwest Montana, and Northern Idaho, right there. And holy moly, same as Alaska. Areas near Anchorage, Alaska. And then we got that big 60% chance to be above Noble. That's warm. Very warm. 8 to 14 days out. Oh, that's nice. 8 to 14 days out. The lowest we're gonna see on San Diego and Yuma, Arizona, I believe. Yuma, I think. 40% to be below. You got that same risk for 6 to 10 days in the stretching from Dodge City to the East Coast. And then here at the office, we're almost 33% to be above Noble. So yeah, 3 to 4 weeks out. Let's take a look. On the Northeast, we can see 60% chance to be above, not below, above average, or above Noble, same as Florida, south. And then we can always see this next 50% chance to be below, as you see. And up to a monthly. We're going to basically see, if you're in Utah, Northeast Arizona, Northwest New Mexico, West Colorado areas, and portions of South Idaho and near the Nevada border and Southwest Wyoming, And as well as the northeast, ranging from lower to upper New England, you're going to see a 60% chance to be above knowable over the next month. And then seasonal, 3 months, which is August, September, October, November. So in November, you're going to see 60% chance to be above knowable for two areas. Basically the same for northeast, and for the west, just stretching all the way down to the Mexican border. So yeah, and then people like New York City and New Jersey states, and then here we're gonna see like 15%, 50% to be above. And the precipitation, let's talk about that actually. Literally in the northwest, 60% to be above. Alaska, on your other hand, 40% if you live in this type of region. If you live down in the panhandle of Alaska, you're going to see 33% chance to be below. And then let's come over here. People in portions of California going to be calm. And then this line, it's just crazy, going to be calm. Here, we're going to see 33% chance to be below precipitation knowable. But let's talk about 8 to 14 days out. It's going to be kind of almost more worse, but most of the areas in the U.S., it's going to literally be seeing calm conditions, just knowable precipitation, either near or unknowable precipitation. But if you're in the Northeast, ranging from New York all the way to Maine, you can see 33% also to be below again. Northwest, 50%. Sorry, apologies. 50%. Alaska, Maine, Alaska, literally gonna see literally nothing, just knowable or near, including the Panhandle. But that's not the only areas they're expecting. Only anchor area, 33% to be above precipitation. Knowable. Hawaii, on the other hand, near, and same thing like Alaska, 33 above. 3 to 4 weeks. Let's talk about that. Ooh, dramatic change. So, like the temperature, 50% to be below knowable precipitation, northwest. And then over here in New England, 60%, as well as Florida. And then up here in Alaska, we can see you guys being 50% above. My sadly is not included. Monthly next month, oh, I see a drought on our hands. 50% chance to be below median precipitation. And then far 40%, as well as areas stretching Panhandle, Florida to East North Carolina. Literally the same thing. Otherwise, most of the U.S. will be just on their stuff like that. That was horrible for the West Coast. Let's talk about portions of upper to lower Panhandle, Alaska, 33% above. And then seasonal, 3 months, you get the drought, same thing. Except that there's no 50% being below. It's only 40 below. And then you got 40% above for Florida state. If we come over here in Alaska, just calm. So basically just calm. So basically, that's our precipitation right there. Our snow overall impacts next day next couple days, there's going to be nothing. Ice accumulations, same thing. Blowing, yeah, you get it. Snowfall. Let's actually take a look at this. Now, two. So we got nothing for the U.S. Freezing rain, also no. Yeah. Last thing for off 40 day. You got 20% over here. Cyclone formation. It looks like it's starting ramping up again. You got of 40% 3 weeks of development. The main areas just need 20%. U.S. Avalanches. So far, you got nothing. So for people here in Washington and Alaska, I don't think anything and Hawaii. But however, those three areas nothing, so you're good. So no avalanches expected. What's your drought rate, y'all? Well, let's check. New Jersey is actually normally dry to moderate drought, which includes New York City. Here where I'm at, I have the two here. So yeah, New York State really of moderate drought. But New Jersey, same thing as well. So Maine, let's talk about y'all. You have this, which is severe drought, level 3 out of 5. Sorry, not 4. Level 3 out of 5. Um, for so you all need water or rain over in New Jersey. The person in the chat right now. But if you do want to know New Jersey, moderate drought risk. And same as my area, stretching from Buffalo to Rochester. Well, stretching from Buffalo to Soas Point. So yeah. Anyway, real quick. So be right back. Uh, what else do we need? Anyone else know what we need to talk about that we probably haven't talked about? We talked about the should talk about yeah, I guess so. Let's talk about the snow. This one's actually my snow for last week, actually. So yeah, let me find it. I did post it out on Discord as well as YouTube, but the images on YouTube is hell. So yeah. Okay, looks like it'll be on my server. Did I pin it? No, I did not. It's okay. it. First major. Oh wow. Okay. Chat. I totally forgot about this, but I had a poll beginning on the 8th at 7 a.m. and I said, what do you think when our first major hurricane, will occur? Most votes, two of them, were the 17th to 26th. Someone voted now to the 11th, 9th to the 16th, 12th to the 19th, and yeah. And guess what, Chan? When was our first major Cat 5 hurricane? Anyone in the chat want to say something? Anyone, anyone wants to say something? Who was that one that was going from the 12th to the 19th? Our first Cat 5 hit the day before the most voted one, which was the 17th to the 26th. Literally, the freaking 16th. All right, when was the snow forecast? Okay, so we are before. Okay, there it is. We got the snow forecast. So what should I? I'm gonna use the U.S. continents one. Okay, never mind. All right, chat. This is the snow forecast that we posted out last week. So yeah, there's a lot of words with this. But however, we do have a text for all miseries to get up to 10A for 3, if not 4 of them per day. So yeah, okay, sooner. So it's crazy. All right, so for starting with pink, most of central Canada and northeast Washington to northern Idaho and north Montana. Yeah, if you're in the area and mountains of Alaska, if you're in that area, congratulations. Times in September. Yeah, the purple zone, which stretches from South Alaska, including Panhandle, Alaska, most of Canada, and U.S. states. Well, I'm grab the text. That can be more better. Central U, much of northern Rockies into the northern Midwest, including these states: South Dakota, North Dakota, much of Montana, Wyoming, Washington, north to central Iowa, Idaho, Minnesota, northern to central Nebraska, Wisconsin, and much of upper Michigan, much of Canada, southern and southeast Alaska, and California / West Nevada mountains, including Lake Tahoe. Zone 3, the northeast U.S., which that is dark blue, early to late November. So if you are in this zone, congratulations, you're going to be a November person. Um, so yeah, northeast U.S., including the east Illinois, Missouri, Michigan, Kentucky, Indiana, Pennsylvania, west to east central New York, southwest Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, central to south Iowa, and west Maryland, including east Nevada to Colorado and far northern New Mexico, bunch of Alaska, and far southern Wisconsin, southeast Canada, and areas surrounding Mount Washington. Zone 4, early into December to January. If you're in this zone, congratulations. You will be a what to think? A December to New Year's snow dude. The states of South Carolina, the entire state of South Carolina, Texas, north central to south central, New Mexico, Arkansas, Mississippi, west to half of middle Tennessee, and Louisiana states. Early January to early February, if you got this, sadly, you are going to wait for this long, unfortunately. Georgia, Alabama, Panhandle, Texas, South Nevada, or Las Vegas, New Mexico, half of Arizona. It's near Volcano, Hawaii. And then Zone 7, this is March to late April. If you are in the zone, this includes Yuma, Grand Canyon, Phoenix, and Flagstaff. If you're in this area, I'm sorry you are not getting snow this year. West to central and south central area. And in Zone 8, no snow. If you're in this area, move to somewhere else if you want to see snow. California, Florida, including Miami and Key West metro areas. Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam, Vegan Islands, U.S. Islands, and Marshall Islands, including WFO, National Weather Service, PQE, and PQW. So yeah, this forecast was supposed to be posted on the first of this month, but due to several delays and stuff like that, which we are experiencing again. But now the forecast is out. This is the official snow forecast of 2025 for the winter season of 2025 to 2026. So yeah, the advisories we did was up to 2, which was the 15th. And we were supposed to be, what's today's, the 22nd? Our next advisory would have been 8. Wow. This much advisories missed. So yeah, at this point we'll be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more updates. So yeah. And that was the first advisory. So yeah. So yeah, this is my Discord server. If you want to join, this Discord server link is down in the description, and the the GW CFC server, which is this one right here. If you want to click on the link to join, and yeah, yeah. All right, chat. It's only 5:50 o'clock. We're gonna end the stream anyways. New Jersey, if you're here, I'll see you in New York's stream. Residents on Twitch, I forgot we were live on Twitch. Holy moly. Luckily, I only got notifications from YouTube instead of Twitch. But people on Twitch, lagging. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Microsoft Edge just stopped. It's freaking. I'm very glad I'm on my backup mic. So yeah, and let's hope that my laptop backup mic does not crash. Oh, don't know what to say. Come on. What? All right. Well, I don't know what just happened to Microsoft. Wow. Task, uh, task manager. All right. Here, let me give y'all a life tip. If whatever you're on, if you're on Edge, if you're on Google Chrome, like that, whatever you're using, and you're on a PC, do this. If it's not working, first thing I usually go is down to the bottom, right click on my mouse, find Task Manager, click that, find whatever app you're using. I'm using Microsoft Edge. Right click it, and then click end task, and then bam. After that, just reopen the thing you're on, and yeah, everything works again. Now, you might have to sign into everything again. So yeah, which that's pain in the butt. So yeah. Passwords in there. Alrighty, chat. Well, that was just a delay. That's very nice. Oh, you came late, bruh. Hello there, Cindy. You fortunately came late. We're ending the stream right now. Oh. Came very late, but I'll see both of y'all, New Jersey and Cindy, in New York stream if you are going to be in there, or if, bro, and or whatever if New York does go live. I don't know. So yeah. Again, for those who are joining in, we are ending stream sadly, but Erin had became a post-tropical system as a 5 o'clock's update. So yeah. So chat. Before we roll off the stream, I do want to say one thing. If you have a temperature gauge or weather, don't leave it on the weather system. Don't leave it out in the sun. If you're measuring temperature, make sure it's in the shade. Because earlier I recorded a temperature of 45 degrees, which that's in Fahrenheit 114 degrees. And the reason why, it was in the sun. So never leave anything in the sun if you're trying to do something. And right after that'll be an echo. Right after I end the stream, I'm gonna head out and measure the temperature, stuff like that. So yeah. All right, chat. We're gonna end the stream here. Thanks for watching. People on not Discord, people on Twitch. Definitely see you hopefully on the next stream update. Probably when we have a next major system situation on our hands. So yeah. And people on YouTube, see you when our first storm, which is probably either depression, 9L, or storm Femar, I think. Femar. Something like that. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna roll out and I will be in backstage. I don't know if the music is gonna work. Let me test that out. Probably not. Alright. Well, just I guess chill in the silence for the next minute and I will be back up here to end the stream. So yeah. Peace out, y'all. Alright, chat. Again, ending the stream. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all both Twitch and YouTube sometimes next time. Twitch might be in a while, but YouTube will hopefully see you when a new system develops. Goodbye, Erin, and goodbye, YouTube. Sheesh.